And he also said we should do the do with or without support.
Great. Please, can you celebrate for the invite, Digital Kwabena, and then the SLC of this wonderful institution? Actually, that's some of my products that I'm giving to them for free. I thought you celebrate me for that. Thank you so much. If you are seated here in this auditorium, wherever you can hear the sound of my voice, in any part of the globe that this message reaches out to you, I want you to know that this is a gracious time for you to be here. And you know, interestingly, those that have gone ahead of me, the two nanas here, Nana Kweku and Nana was saying, you have done part of what I wanted to say, but it's all well. So I want you to know that today you're going to get wonderful nuggets for your life, wonderful nuggets for your entrepreneurship journey. Like they have already stated, it is not easy. It is full of challenges, but we have done it and you can also do it. So let me tell you a story. A little over 10 years ago, there was a young girl in her late 20s. She was having permed hair. So having used a lot of relaxers, she was experiencing a lot of itchy scalp. She was experiencing hair breakage, thinning hairlines, just to name a few. And anyway, according to research by Boston University in the year 2021, the black women that use hair relaxers, they have a high propensity and probability of contracting uterine fibroids and some cancers in their lifetime. These things decided to go on a search because she couldn't get products here that were eco-friendly. She couldn't get products that could work on her hair just as she wanted it. So with her background in chemistry, she decided to formulate. She started researching. She started asking questions. And she came out with this wonderful family members and, of course, her church mates to try it. And it also gave them very, very wonderful results. They were excited about it, and they asked her for more. And I'm excited to tell you that this lady stands before you today to tell you her entrepreneurial journey and how far she has come with the Yafa Hair Consult and product brand. My name once again is Gloria Kwamabwati. I am the founder and team lead for Yafa Hair Consult and product line. Yafa Hair Consult basically is a women-based organization, and we are into the manufacturing and sales of organic and eco-friendly products for both permed and natural hair. We also do consultation for all hair types, hair type 1 to 4. We have our stand at the back there, so if you're having any issues with your hair, you want to talk to us, you just come there, and then we would be happy to receive you there. And then also we do support women empowerment programs. We believe in the SDG goal number 5. We believe in others, but especially the 5, which says that to empower all young girls by the age of 2030. So Yafa is so much interested in women empowerment programs. And Mr. SLC President, if you're having any SLC program, you can call me on board as a sponsor and I would gladly come. So, thank you very much. So I want to use my journey to talk to you briefly how you can also go through a similar journey. So the first thing in entrepreneurship is that you have to conceive an idea. Tell a brother by you, conceive an idea. How do you conceive that idea? You conceive it by identifying a gap. You conceive it by identifying a problem. In my case, you realize that I was having issues with my hair. I was having a lot of breakages. So I looked around and then I went into research because it was a challenge for me. I wanted a solution to that. And remember, a product that was organic and eco-friendly. So I started researching into it. And then I came out with something and we started trying. And with the researching, it may not be that easy for you. How do I mean? The researching doesn't only come about reading. It also come about by getting a kind of practical hands-on. The one that taught me how to do the black soap shampoo and black soap shampoo, the lady that taught me, she has not done chemistry like I've done. Oh no, go school. And so what she me do is see a latte seminar. She showed me how to do a latte seminar and then also to turn it into the shampoo. The added on factor that I have as a chemist is that I know how, or I know the theory behind that practical. Okay, I know about the saponification reaction, testing for pH, and possible emulsifications that will happen by the preparation. So with my knowledge, I'm able to make better products than her. So you should be ready to do something like an apprenticeship. Let's say you are into fashion on this campus. Okay, you could go to someone that sews very well, but probably her lines are not very fine, you know, and then understudy her. You should be ready to do all that. You see, with entrepreneurship, there is a lot of, let me say,
all cameras will move around.
That is the people's man. A man that thinks about people. That is the people's man. He is there for everybody at any time. That is honorable for you. That is a wonderful man for you. He will always be there for you. A man of focus. An intelligent man. A man with a dream and a man with a vision. A man that knows what he's about. A man that knows what he's doing. A man that actually is for the people. A man that always stands up for entrepreneurship. A man that is a great example. A man that is always there to talk for the youth of the country. Please, can we all get seated? Thank you very much. Jama, thank you very much. Can we celebrate them? Please have your seats. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. The morale is good. Thank you. Morale. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. You guys are doing amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Wow. Let's celebrate them. That was a wonderful performance. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Could we just celebrate them? That was a wonderful performance by our Chama boys. You guys are doing so amazing. Thank you for keeping the fire up here. Today. Thank you very much. Honorable, please, you're welcome. This man is someone that has a lot of focus. He's an intelligent man. He has the youth of the country at heart. He has entrepreneurs. I want you to know that this is an epitome of entrepreneurship at the peak of Ghana. Shall we celebrate Honorable Kencity Agyapong? Sir, we are so excited to have you here. We really appreciate you. Thank you. So I think, Joyce, I have about 10 minutes more, right? I'll just round up very soon. So, like I was saying, and it was not just a normal strategy. So after apprenticeship, I decided to have my own strategies. So in the strategies, you have your goals, you have your missions, and you have your aims. And then the vision, like the first speaker I came to me talked about, that is your purpose for starting the vision. That is the value that you're going to give to the people out there. What value are you giving? What value is my brand, Yafair Consult and product line giving? That we are helping black women to feel wonderful and confident in their hair by using our products. Are you with me? So now let's go a little bit into the Bible. The Bible says in Habakkuk 2:2, it says that run. So you as a person, you should have your vision written down. Don't just say, oh, I have a vision of doing this. Write it down. Make it plain. That is why when you go to, I've been to Nana's, I've been to his company before. When you enter Bonva's group of companies, Bonva stores, he has a pull-up and he has all his visions and his missions, and there's also a plaque with all that. You see, so it is that which you run with. It is that which will take the business from one level to the other. So you must have a vision. And then also you have to develop your product and test it. There are a number of you don't like to give things for free. You realize I gave 2 products out for free. When you have something like that, give it out for free for people to try. I'm sure, you know, Nana is organizing a tour to the Bonohafu region, FEMA, and all that, the waterfalls. I'm sure in the past he has given people free lifts and all that. I'm waiting for the day you decide to give me a free flight to London and then I'll come to you. You know, those things are part of entrepreneurship. Let people know that you are benevolent. And this man today, I love him so much because he's so benevolent. That is Honorable Kencity Agyapong. The number of people that he sponsored in his lifetime, only God knows. And I'm sure soon Ghana will see that. And then also, you look at financing. A lot of people, they have wonderful visions, but they don't know how, you know, to get it done. You see, that there are 3 types of grants normally. We have the venture capitals, we have the crowdfunding, and then also we have the angel investors, okay? Crowdfunding is when you talk to your friends and family, they give you some money to start a business. And then angel investors is when you go and pitch and then you get somebody, Tony, Elumelu, that we have a better Ghana, so that we have a better Africa, okay? And then also your family members. And last year, I got 20K from Ghana Enterprise Agency. That's also an agency in Ghana that gives entrepreneurs money to support their businesses. So all you have to do is you have to refine your goals. You have to refine what you want to do. You have to let people test it and know that it is of value to them. Then they will believe in your brand. Then they would want to support you. And then you have to develop a growth mindset and continuous learning. What did I say? A growth mindset and continuous learning. Nana said it, he's always learning. Or say to Tutu, he's always learning. Because there are new things that are coming up every time. You shouldn't get into business and you get to a place and you think that, for me, I'll keep on using the traditional method. I started by filling the bottles manually. But now I have a machine, automatic machine that fills the bottles for me. It's making my work easier. It's making me get more, produce more, and then I'm also able to sell more. Now to my ladies, Kwabena said I should talk to the ladies here also. And I happen to be the only lady amongst these. Our clock, our biological clock, and our professional clock are always working antagonistic to each other. What do I mean? The time that we women, we get married, we have to take care of the house, we are wives, we have children. That is the same time that we have to grow our profession. That is the same time that we have to grow our careers. It gets so difficult at the time. But if you're a young lady here today, I want you to know that that business idea that you have in your mind, that plan, that value that you want to send out to the world, that service that you have, today is the time to start. Tell the lady by you, today is the time to start. We have a lot of mentors, and then we have a lot of hub houses all over Kumasi. You know what? Because if you start early, by the time you get married, you'd have been a bit grounded in what you are doing. You'll be able to know how to maneuver your way through. And of course, you'd have had some workers. Okay, when I didn't have workers, I was struggling a lot. I have to do everything. You know, when I came here today, some of my guys, they set up at the back. I didn't have to do anything. Okay, so you need to have that at the back of your mind. And then also, you need to learn about money. Money is a good thing. Money is never a bad thing. So the preacher said in Ecclesiastes that money answereth all things. 99, money. This program has been made possible because of money. Okay? I'm able to talk to you through this microphone for you to hear on the other side because of money. Money is good. Tell your brother, money is good. And you know what? If you have read, one of the easiest way to make money, which is also difficult, is through entrepreneurship. There is nobody, like Nana said, 9 to 5. That 9 to 5 won't fetch you anything. Because by then, it is someone up there that regulates your time for you. But then when you're able to get into entrepreneurship, it's not only always that you have to do it alone. You can do it in partnership. You can be a group of people doing that, and it's possible. So my ladies, you need to learn more about money, and it's to all of us too. And you should also read, at least, if you want to really know a lot about money, you should read at least Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. You should, with the business, you should read 0 to 1 by Peter Thiel, right? Peter Thiel. You should also read at least Swimming with the Sharks, Harvey Mackay. Yes, you should read all those books to help you in your path of entrepreneurship growth. And then also, you should have a good knowledge about money. So we have money, we have riches, and we have wealth. They are not the same. You may have money. If you have 1 Ghana cedi, it's money, right? If you have $100, it's money, right? But then there's a difference between money, riches, and wealth. Money, you can do any work to get money. Now, the second thing is then the riches. So you have to, when you have money, these are the things you basically have to know. You have to know how to make money. You have to know how to manage money. And you have to know how to multiply money. So making money, multiplying money, and managing money. You can easily make money. You can pick anything you have and you can sell, you can make money. Now, the next thing is that you have to know how to manage money. That is the problem of most people. How do you manage money? By separating yourself from the business money. It's not easy, but you have to discipline yourself. You have to know that your business is an entity on its own. So for me, how I grew up, at a point, I used to use some of my business money. But then my husband advised me, no, you don't do that. So I separated myself from the business money. And I want you to know that at times I can borrow from my business. Recently, I borrowed 10,000 for my business. You see, because I was expecting some money and then it was not here. And I have paid it back anyway. So that is it. And then also how to multiply money. So when you learn how to manage money, the riches will come in there with savings and investments. And then multiplication, multiple businesses. Multiplication, multiple businesses. And then that is what will get you into the realm of wealth. When I talk of realm of wealth, wealthiness is having riches enough, having abundance enough, such that it can transcend generations. You are not wealthy enough until you have things that your grandchildren can come and enjoy. So think about it. We all want to be wealthy. We have to put in our best. And then also, finally, I would say that you need to get a mentor. Look at a lady, only the lady say, get a mentor. And you know that the mentors, they are experienced, they are well exposed, and they have gone through that path. So if you're a lady, for instance, and you get to me, you want to start a hair product business, you want to start a cosmetic business, I can easily help you because I have thread that path over the years. Okay, so it will be easy for me to teach you than for you to start to do it on your own. Listen to me. This life, there is nobody that is on his own. You can never do it all alone. Even if you have a company, you need people to work for you. Is that not so? Yes. So I want you to know that the entrepreneurship journey is challenging. It's not easy at all. It's challenging. It's not easy. But I want you to know today, as far as we have done it, I am a lady. I am married. I have kids. Today, for instance, I had to pay someone to take care of my kids to come because I don't have a house help, actually. And I'm able to make it. I am pushing through. It's not easy. There are a lot of challenging times. I mean, when I meet you, Nana, we talk about all these challenges. But then I'm still pushing through. I'm still making it. And I know definitely if you focus, you can make it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That was a fine speech. We can do better. We can do better. Standing on all existing protocols, with a round of applause, I invite up here the Pro-Vice Chancellor of this noble institution, Professor Isaac Boateng.
Thank you. I hope you're happy to be here. Thank you. Our special guest speaker and flag bearer hopeful of the New Patriotic Party, Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, and your distinguished team, including all the people who came with you, convocation members here, hard-working staff, CEOs and other industry partners, SRC president and other SRC executives here, my dear students, friends of the media, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to welcome you on behalf of the Vice Chancellor, Professor Frederick Kwakusafo, and the management of Akentin Apiamenka University of Skills Training and Entrepreneurial Development, Amusted, and especially the Level Up project that our Student Representative Council, SRC, has organized to complement the university inclusive effort to equip students with the most suitable competencies to successfully go into entrepreneurship ventures after life in the university. We are indeed grateful to you for taking time to join us for this important event. Honorable. Mandate, vision, and mission of the university. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Amusted is Ghana Premier Public TVET and Entrepreneurial Development Teacher Education University. Established by an Act of Parliament, Act 1026, in August 2020, as part of government determination to maximize TVET, entrepreneurship, and industrialization for the economic development of our dear country. It is important to note that before 2020, Amusted was the Kumasi and Asante Mampong campuses of University of Education, Winneba. The mandate of the university One is to provide higher education in TVET and entrepreneurial training to develop skilled manpower for job creation and economic development. Training and provide teachers with the relevant competencies for teaching in technical and vocational education and training institutions. 3, train and provide teachers with the relevant competencies for teaching entrepreneurial development at various institutions. 4, and the last mandate, develop strong linkages between the university, industry, and the community. And that is what we are doing today to have Honorable here. Comprehensive need assessment and outcomes. To achieve the mandate above, the university management from the onset embark on comprehensive need assessment to identify actual needs and gaps to inform its decision to mount and teach programs that meet the demand of society, thus making it a university that is fit for purpose. Therefore, the comprehensive need assessment guided Amstead to improve existing programs and strategically develop 86 new practical and demand-driven economic programs that relate to TVET, ATVET, and entrepreneurial education in consultation with major stakeholders, especially industry. We introduced 2 entrepreneurship programs, namely BSc Marketing and Entrepreneurship, BSc Entrepreneurship Education, and established the Institute of Entrepreneurial Development Education and Innovation as one of the key drive for entrepreneurship within the university. We have almost completed the construction of an ultra-modern entrepreneurship business incubation center to energize, empower, direct, encourage, and support business creation, invention, and innovation among students. In fact, if we open these 2 doors, we will see our business incubator at this side. It's a new, beautiful structure over there. The university has also established an entrepreneurship club for students to discuss, polish, nurture, and develop entrepreneurial ideas. And I know club members, you are here. Are you there? Wave your hands. Thank you. We organize periodic fashion shows and exhibitions for other students to display their innovative products. The latest fashion show, which is Amstead equivalent of the popular MET Gala, Paris, France, was held just yesterday, 25th July 2025. In fact, Amstead provides a good environment and support to students to seek exposure and opportunities, all in the deliberate effort to psychic them up to become valuable entrepreneurs and meaningful contributors to the nation's fight against unemployment. Collaboration. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, strategically, we have established collaboration and partnership with industry and global institutions to enhance students' learning experience and research. Among these organizations are Jospon Group of Companies, popularly known as Zoom Lion, Kantanka Automobile, Toyota Ghana Limited, Cosmos Innovation Center, GIZ, German Corporation, World University Service of Canada, WUSC, and many others. These collaborations, coupled with hard work and innovations, are part of the reason Amstead is receiving global recognition and attention in less than 5 years of its establishment. I didn't hear you clapping for that. For instance, the UK Times Higher Education, a London-based global ranking agency, ranked Amstead the best in Ghana and 4th best in sub-Saharan Africa for teaching skills in its 2023 Sub-Saharan African University Impact Ranking. So, get me right. I don't want Legonize and KNUSC people to come and fight us. The ranking says when it comes to teaching of practical skills, when it comes to skills, then Amstead is what? The best. Again, our own National Union of Ghana Students, NUGS, awarded AMSTED the 2024 Public University of the Year in recognition the university's outstanding contribution, commitment to excellence, and impactful work throughout the year. So that is what our NUGS also say. We are just 5 years. So if we continue the path, I know there is a very great success ahead for AMSTED because of our practical approach that we approach to teaching and learning. Ladies and gentlemen, the Level Up Project. The Level Up Project being held under the team Building Blocks, the pathway to entrepreneurship success, is evidence of the impressive path to which the university efforts at cultivating entrepreneurial mindsets among our students and empowering them to transfer ideas into sustainable ventures is catching on the university. The university prioritizes creation and enabling environment for students to engage with industry and industrial experts and professionals to draw inspiration from them for life. Earlier this year, Dr. David McClory, popularly known as McDan, business mogul and celebrated Ghanaian entrepreneur, led a team of esteemed industrial experts to AMSTED with its McDan Business Challenge. Many AMSTED students competed in the challenge with pitching innovative ideas. In the end, several of them received cash award, with the ultimate winner bagging in a cool 10,000 cash. The winner also qualified for the quarterfinals of the National McDan Business Challenge to compete for 100,000 prize up for grab and is still ongoing. The students also got opportunity to listen to life story of McDan and his business adventure, successes and failures as a guide. As Honorable Kennedy Agyapong is here today, we are confident that his advice, guidance, and experience he will share with us would spur our students on to lay strong and deliberate foundation necessary for building successful entrepreneurial ventures. My dear students, please take notes, ask questions, and do not miss the opportunity to network. The array of experts and successful business opportunities gathered here could be the opportunity you require to kickstart something big in your life in future. Let this program be the first of many steps on your path to entrepreneurial success. Ladies and gentlemen, the leadership of SRC has done extraordinary work putting this program together. They deserve your appreciation. Yes, clap for them. Especially managing to attract of you esteemed personalities to come here to interact with you. Management is very proud of you, President of SRC, David Akwete, and your team. Kudus. To conclude, ladies and gentlemen, AMSTED will continue to stay true to its mandate and create an enabling environment where innovative ideas are generated for viable enterprises, helping to reduce unemployment challenges persisting in Ghana. And I think Honorable Kennedy Agyapong's example is great for all of us. I don't know, I don't want to ask him how many people he employs. So if we have 50 of his kind employing that much in this country, I think unemployment would be something we wouldn't talk about. I also share his passion to be benevolent and passion to be charitable. Of course, each man is each other's keeper. And what do we gain if we say you are the richest person in the world and your riches doesn't touch life? One great thing I admire about Honorable Kennedy Agyapong is his charitable attitude, his give to society. And based on that, I'm wishing him well that he succeed in his venture to become president of this country. Even not a president, he dipped his hands into his private pocket and give so much to many people to help and to benefit society. I don't want to mention different ventures he has done on charity grounds. And therefore, I think if we leave the kitty of the nation to him, he will be able to share, and vulnerable people in our society will benefit. So, once again, on behalf of my Vice Chancellor, Professor Frederick Kwakusafo, and on my own behalf, I wish Honorable Kennedy Agyapong and his team, CEOs and other industrial players, colleagues, staff, students, and special people here, welcome to Amstead. And to the Level Up project, well done. I hope we are going to have a successful conference or program. Thank you very much, Honorable, for giving us time. We are very, very grateful. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prof. You can do better. So before we continue, I would want us all to know that you can stream live this event on all the Kencity Media outlets. That is Net2, Oman FM, Ash FM, and the others. Thank you very much. Kindly stream. Thank you. Standing on all existing protocols, with a round of applause, I invite upstage Dr. Evans Dia, a senior lecturer of this noble institution.
Thank you so much. Hello. Because of our time today, I decided to cut short my presentation and then speak within 5 minutes. I'm here with you, so we have to honor. So first and foremost, thank you so much, Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. Thank you, our former Deputy Minister of Finance, Teka Anisha SUMP, and all the special guests that are here. Professor Boateng, thank you for the splendid speech that you gave. Thank you very much. And we have TESCON here, and it's important that we acknowledge them. I think I saw TESCON. Okay, good. Today, I want to speak briefly about career development. Today is for entrepreneurship, and I've been asked to briefly talk about your career development, and it's important that we highlight some few points to help all of us. So many of us today are thinking of starting our own ventures. We have an incubator just right here to our left. And we are trying to help so many students in terms of starting your business, coming up with your business ideas. But at the same time, we want you to also look at beyond prototyping, beyond the ventures, beyond building apps. There's something that we want you to take a good care of. And that basically is about how you're going to progress. So entrepreneurship may not necessarily be an immediate leap for some of you. Some of you may not automatically jump into entrepreneurship. So here at Amstead, we teach both entrepreneurship and intrapreneur ladder and become top CEOs and top level managers. We want you to inculcate these entrepreneurial mindset that you have and put them into practice. Yeah, it's a job. Career simply means your trajectory. I was privileged, of course, to attend Prempeh College. And I know, you went to Pukwari or something? Oh, no. So I attended Prempeh College. I'm an Amanfo senior. And after Prempeh, I had the privilege during President Kufuor's time to be selected as one of the best students to study outside. I studied. Thank you. So I studied with French as the language of study. So I did my BBA and my MBA using French. I'm perfectly bilingual. I speak French and I speak English. And then I got the chance through the U.S. Department of State to be selected as an emerging leader in Africa to be trained in the U.S. And then we all decided to come back and stay here in Ghana and work here at Amstead. Now, the reason why it's important for you to understand that it is all about two things I want you to write down. What is going to make you successful is just two. Number one is, are you going to create value or are you going to add value? And the second one is that I want you to become valuable. Today, what we want you to learn at Amstead has always been about skills. Here, we are not concerned about certificates. In fact, Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg are no longer in the US. They are no longer recruiting based on certificates. They actually call for the job and they give you an assignment. Whoever can solve the assignment is a person that they recruit. So we don't want you to graduate and just have a certificate, but we want you to be competent at something. We want you to become skillful at something. And that is why at Amstead, most of our programs that we do are demand-driven, and after we've done our needs assessment, that's how come some programs we scrap them off, and we still scrap a lot of them off. And last year we introduced programs like plumbing, masonry, carpentry, and so on and so forth, because we are looking at what society needs and how best we can do. So today, what would networking be for you? The first most important thing is that you need to be visible. Please take this. Whatever you are good at, if the world does not have an idea about it, you will not be found, you will not be discovered, and they would never be able to identify you. So you have to be on LinkedIn, you have to be on social media, and you have to put what you are capable of doing out there. You win an award, you put it there. Today you've met Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, grab a picture with him, put it out there, and make sure that you're all connected. You know how it goes. I thought you were going to clap for that. So grab a picture and then put it there that today you are at this program, you learned so much, and what you learned from him. The second thing is about adding value, and the third thing is about staying consistent. I've always said this thing that talent without discipline, discipline would beat talent. Consistency would beat talent. So that's what we teach you here. We don't wait for opportunities. We stand at the door of the opportunity, and when that door opens, we enter. Quite a number of you stand very far from the opportunity, and by the time the door opens, you run to it, the door is already shut. You don't do that. Identify it. Maybe next year you want to attend an exchange program. You know I'm the head of international relationship. If you need anything of that sort, you come to us, we'll help you. This year we are sending students to Turkey, we are sending some to Canada, and if you find any opportunity and you want to have any of these exchange programs, fellowships, just reach out to us. Next week we are training all the PhD students to attend a fellowship with the World Bank, and this is some of the things that we are doing, and we'll be able to help you do that too. Just to be ending because of our time, the most important thing about career is about preparation. First and foremost, know what you want to become and who you would like to become. What you are going to be is basically the job or the career that you're going to build. But who you become will be based on your character and your integrity. And that one is where we want you to focus on. Now, preparation will mean that start to volunteer. At Amstead, we teach all of you that don't leave Amstead after 4 years without volunteering for anything. Be part of SRC, be part of TESCOM, be part of Entrepreneurship Club, be part of MASA, whatever association on campus. Find something, look for Dr. Jima, Dr. Befi, look for them, and then tell them that, Dr. Boateng, I want to volunteer for you. Is there something I can do for you? And that is how you get there. The next thing is learn to write and speak clearly. No matter how good you are, if you can't write well, it will be difficult to market you. If you can't speak well, it becomes a problem. So communication is a must for all of you, and learn to build a portfolio and learn to actually build your CV. So just to wind up quickly, the most important thing about career I want you to understand is that you are building a trajectory. You are building something that would outlive you. So the first most important thing you need to understand is that everything that you do become visible. Okay? Become what? Visible. And the second one is become valuable. Learn to add skills to it. And the last one is be consistent. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Doc. Kindly do better for him. Before we proceed, there are some dignitaries that need to be introduced because they are very well-doing people and they need this introduction. First on my list, I have Honorable Stephen Amwa, Honorable Dr. Stephen Amwa, the Member of Parliament for Inshayasu constituency. You did right. Okay. I'm told he's the former Deputy Finance Minister and he's popularly known as... Thank you very much. We have here Mr. Bernard Amofa Jantua, the President of Benamo Group of Companies. Thank you very much, Mr. Bernard. Oh, and he's also the CEO for Brekum Chelsea Football Club. Do it better for him. Do it better. Do it better. Ace. Somebody say ace. Ace. We also have here Mr. Yao Brefo, the CEO for Safari Gardens at Asamaito. Somebody, let's do this. Say whoosh. Whoosh. Thank you very much. We also have here Faustina Kumsin Esquire, member, Ken's campaign team, Ashanti region. Mrs. Faustina, thank you very much. We also have here Mr. Prince Ajay Guy G, personal assistant to Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. Woo! Somebody help me say capo. Capo. Thank you. We also have here Mr. Fred Ochre, a campaign team member of Honorable Kennedy Agyapong's campaign team. Somebody, let's sign for him. Sign. Thank you very much. We also have here Mr. Dennis Thomas Bando, a campaign team member as well. Somebody, let's snap for him. Snap for him. Thank you. We also have here Mr. Kofi Amankwa, campaign team member, Ashanti region. I also see here our brothers and sisters from the Tescon fraternity of Armstead. Please, can we get a wave? Thank you very much, our brothers and sisters. We also have here the local NUCS president of Armstead, Her Excellency Husseina Mohammed. Kindly give it to her. Thank you very much, Her Excellency. To continue, let's do a quick giddy-giddy-bee, like I know something that Honorable Sticker would like. I'm inviting here for a performance from the Royal Chanters of Achima Hall. Kindly give it to them. Okay. Time. 5 minutes. Yes.
Yo! Yeah, I'm more frustrated. Dada ye mura ye frewa. Oh, any jemu are womu. Yeah, mura ye frewa. Ye me junya mi. Na se karade wa kwenye ne mu esiraye
Kennedy Omo, Mazi Omo, Mazi Omo, Kennedy Omo, Kennedy Omo, Steka Omo, Steka Omo, la 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 la, ya jabe kona waja ode yabe, Obeya Odeya Bay. And no now Udibeya Mora. Now Mora Odebeya Deya Bay. And no now Odebeya Charger. Now Charger Odebeya Deya Bay. And no now Udibeya Mora. Now Mora Odebeya Deya Bay. And no now Udibesha David. Now David Obeya Odeya Bay. Oh no now Bema Mora. Now Mora Odebeya Deya Bay. And no now Odebeya Sasu. As I say, oh, Ebeya Odeya Bay. Say Cabaya, say Cabaya, say Cabaya, oh, say Cabaya, oh. Hey, Kennedy Bayer, Kennedy Bayer, Kennedy Bayer, oh, Kennedy Bayer, Bayer, oh. Hey, Kennedy Bayer, Kennedy Bayer, Kennedy Bayer, oh, Kennedy Bayer, Bayer, oh. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, what's the open mora, what's the open energy, what's the open chan, the just gonna ubenya. Hey, what's the open just gonna, what's the open party, what's the open MVP, what's the open mora, the chanters na ubenya. Hey, what's the open party, what's the open politics, what's the open mora, the just gonna ubenya. Everybody say, for me mora, for me chama, abo, for the mora, for me chama, for me mazi, abo, awoyo. Mommy, never flower. I'm a front eye, then I won't bono. I'm a front eye, then I won't bono. About drop on a bonnet, but I know, bonnet, Benawaya. Hey, Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much, the Royal Chanters of Achuma Hall. Honorable Ediasa. Oh, give it up for the Royal Chanters of Achuma Hall. Once again, I want us all to know that the program is live on Net2 TV, Oman FM, Ash FM, NAP Radio, and also on all other social media platforms that belongs to Honorable Kennedy Akompreko Ohene Agyapong. A lot of dignitaries more to introduce. Oh, but so what's the akefo-addo kase whoosh. We are no way you make your Okay, so once again, we have here in our midst Dr. Prince Jima, that's a senior lecturer of the accounting department of this institution. We have here, Hala Madrid, Hala Madrid. Okay, we have here Mr. Emmanuel Osei Jemfi, a development consultant, a former student leader of Amstead. In fact, yes, summer has no Google actually anytime. So give it up to him. Again, we have here with us Dr. Philip, the TESCON patron of this institution. Give it up for him, Dr. Philip. Once again, we have here Mr. Eric Osei Passover. He's the TESCON president. Give it up to him. We also have here Obia Mr. Berfi. Mr. Berfi, the Vice Dean of Students for this noble institution. Give it to him. Kofi. 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 Thank you very much. Once again, we have here Dr. Elijah Kusi, a lecturer from the construction department. Give it up to him. We also have here some student leaders in this institution. we have here His Excellency David Akufo-Addo, the SRC president of this institution. I guess he's... Oh, Presido. Okay, he stepped out. So we'll do it for him again. He deserves it. We also have here His Excellency Godfred Atia Jr., the vice president, the SRC vice president of this institution. We have here... Okay, so His Excellency David Akufo-Addo is here. Give it up to him. The SRC president of this institution. So who remembers this? We are building the Amstead brand, and indeed, this is a clear example that the Amstead brand is being built, right? We also have here Mr. Michael Appiah, the SRC PRO. Mr. Michael Appiah. Thank you very much. We have here Miss Praise Agbokli Esenam, the SRC General Secretary. Give it to her. Thank you very much, Miss Praise. Praise us in. Praise us in. Thank you very much. We also have here Mr. Osei Kwame Isaac, a.k.a. Thank you very much, the local NUCS General Secretary for this institution. We also have here Miss Sandra Addo, the local NUCS Treasurer for this institution. We also have here Miss Portia. Portia, please forgive me, I can't remember your saying. Wait, let me do it proper. She's Miss Portia Owusu. I'm not sure man is she's the women's commissioner for this institution. Kindly give it to her. She's a fine girl with big butts. Where your mama men come up and me. She's a fine girl with big butts. So if you want, Portia, I want to see you again. Want to see you again. Thank you very much. So, please, let's get back to business. We are back to business. Thank you very much. Standing on all existing protocols, I would want to invite up here. Do you want to hear? Honorable Stephen Amwa. Honorable Dr. Stephen Amwa, also known as Steka.
Madam, thank you very much. And Your Excellency, my respectable professors and doctors, students, other guests, all protocols. How do we say it? Please help me. My English is not coming today. It's what? Not at all. When it comes to English, you know Pukwa and Prempe, the difference. Having intercolleges. The Prempe guys would never sing any song in English. And when we were singing, the masters of the field are coming. We Ovarian boys are coming to win the race. We trust in God. They will be singing, Prempaya, they won't Prempaya. Then we bore near Trasi. Ombeye Kide na Yankasa. Near San Stati. Diplo Warriors are win again. We have to win the race and take the cup. We are the masters of the field and best athletes, famous to all and decent boys. Now, remember for now started. I've been quiet. So, you know, I was saying that the only Prempe old boy, in my opinion, I've seen speaking good English is Doctor. Let's clap for him. Anyway, it's all jokes, please. Remember, guys, very great. So don't take it out there. They'll beat me up. I'll say something small, and I'll be a little bit academic. I'm not going to be, as usual, partisan and politician that you know me to be. Because they are saying almost everything we all need. Our, God willing, incoming president will make it so practical. Very, very. But what I want to tell you, based on 3 functions of performance. Performance. First function is ability. We all know what entrepreneurship is. I mean, the simplest form is creating your own new businesses. I mean, out of innovation, I mean, sustaining it, making profit, growing it. Instead of you being employed by another person. Drive. You can be given a car. The car will be like placing a piece of soap before my dog Saturn. So what you need to do is going through your academic life, going through some of these exercises. Learning is not just only about reading, sitting in classroom, or going through any TVET exercises. But you can see somebody's behavior, what he says, what he does, what goes on here, and then you learn. Somebody sitting here will look at how this thing is nicely organized. And the person says, I want to do event management. And that would begin it. So you look at the prevailing opportunities in the ecosystem, then you begin to work at it or work on it. So first is ability. You can't have ability by sitting down and praying 24 hours and thinking you can get it by grace. It's not true. Ability comes by learning, either through formal education or through other practical means. So you need to have the ability. It's extremely important. It is extremely important. The ability will be your talent. It will be what you'll be holding. You know, God asked Moses, what are you holding? I'm holding a stick. Then God instructed him to use it. I also have my personal philosophy. I say that anything in this world, no matter what it is, whether paper, money, anything, time as resource, the usefulness or otherwise of it lies in the discretionary decision-making of the beholder. What I mean is that I'm holding this paper. I can learn something good on it. I can use it to save life. I can use it to kill somebody, even water. So it depends on what you use, what you have, the opportunity, your time resource, what you've been learned, what you are told, what you know, what you are given. And that's why the Bible talked about the talent. So please, take opportunities. And opportunity is the next function of performance. You can be the best driver in the world, but if you don't have access to a car, how can you drive? So I've given you first ability, acquire the know-how, the knowledge, either through experience, work, whatever it is. And then the next thing is you need to work yourself out for the opportunity. One of our speakers said that you don't wait for the opportunity. Stand right at the door, and if it opens, you enter. Many a time, I hear some of our MPP guys, and even NDC guys, we have millions of people supporting one party. You have scarce opportunities, rationed resource. You sit there and fold your arm. Sometimes it's you. So God asks, where's the talent I give him? You stupid fool, bring it. What have you done with yours? I've gotten additional one, take it, wise person. So sometimes the complaint depends on you. How you use your time. You see the way I'm very playful. I'm a motor child when I'm out. Very, very, very extrovert. But I don't know more than 5 MPC's house. Because when I leave the interface of what I'm doing, I love everyone, but I'm always home. Either I'm reading, thinking about something small, business to live on. I do farming. I do pharmacy. I run a football academy. I do small construction. I'm going to add something to it. I was doing 16 hours of, poor work in London. 2 hours cleaning, 6 hours car wash, 8 hours kitchen. That was in the 90s. I was very young, in my 20s. So in life, it's what you use the opportunity you have for. And anytime we're coming from London, some of my guys, they go and buy 150 days, 100 and then they came USC campus, they are the guys, they say, Kumasi boys, you say, can be, also, Charlie, what's about you? Drop him. This guy, Charlie, need a beat. This guy invite crowd low. And you're here. Yabakwa, maybe Abamiho, now my mom will take his car. I'm the Beatoso. I am telling you, in life, spend or use the resource in a very wise manner. Unru phone a tono 30,000. School fees rent. So you lose the opportunity that you have. I'm not rich, honestly, and I'm not bragging. There was just recently somebody said that, Stekadie, the BIA Musiamano ministry BIA Kese, Yamano, no before I see a mommy cabinet then was the answer the Obi answer. Will be as there be also a Nisika, I didn't hear. Kakrana me wono, I take good care of it. I work so hard. But when I finished my PhD in Natural Science Finance, my professor was Professor Adibanji. She said, a Nigerian, banana naturally. I said, hey, is that how Ghana is? 2 different people came from Accra that they were MPP. They wanted to check if true I had my PhD. I said, do you see how the devil is? Because when we're playing, moving up and down, I don't come and tell I'm doing my PhD. That's how I live my life. So make sure you present yourself for opportunities. And when the opportunity comes, you grab it. It comes but once. Anything that you were supposed to do and you refused or failed to do, if you want to go and do it, it's very difficult. Because the strength that you have probably today may not be the same requisite amount of energy that was required yesterday. So don't joke with your life. You are here. How many of you will say that, oh, honorable, election time, media may get t-shirts, or some t-shirt to be here? How many of you are from places where they grow cassava? That open for the kakrabe $5, umechi, what package, ube school, what the abobo do ano, I say cassava. Honorable Agyapong says something that I love so much. He said that you might not even be making profit, but the experience that you are building for the future. Please, obi anu draw my arifu. What the trahana guy, me my me wesika, me na me home of me na me say we bush boy. You will go and beg him or her for money. Mr. Ramon, the last function, because time is very short, is motivation. Motivation. First, ability. Second, opportunity. The last function of performance is motivation. You can have the knowledge. You'll be given the car or task. That is, you have the opportunity. But if you don't have motivation, what you have would get dwindled. And you say, oh, Ghana had your business. I didn't hear. Motivation. And because you're students, I'm ending with this. Motivation comes in 2 broad forms or categories. 1, intrinsic, from within. Those talking up there, please keep quiet, I beg you. Intrinsic motivational factors are from within. It doesn't have to take somebody's money, somebody's love or hatred for you, somebody's company or companionship, somebody's care. You don't care, it's from within. That kind of motivation is when even everybody is saying no, but you are convinced with you and your God that this is the right thing, you push it. That's my life. Once I'm left alone with God, hey, you can say everything on earth. I have to be convinced before. I don't take, even if I'll die, you can kill me, I don't care. And once you do that, look at your end. So you need to build that intrinsic motivational factors in you. And that one, you cannot be obstructed. I mean, interference of criticisms, frustrations, failures, you don't care. You can fail 100 times. That's not your focus. Your focus is, if it's from within. It doesn't matter whether Agyapong greets you or not. Whether the Tesco leader here or doctor, professor, it doesn't matter. You are motivated by what is from within. Then the next one is extrinsic. And that one is in two. One is cash. One is perks. P-E-R-K-S. Cash. Sika de eya adwuma pa me endewa is anuntia. Sika. Even the Bible says that money answers all things. I think Ecclesiastes. Except that the root of it is all evil. So it doesn't mean go and do robbery. But it's good to have cash. And it doesn't come by chance. Because Proverbs 10:4 says that lazy hands make a man poor, but diligent hands bring wealth. And sakwaduro ube yo Ohene. And that's why the Bible says that prayer, faith, and action is like a tripod stand. Those who did chemistry, tripod stand. It's like this. The other day, I see suno. Me free him fie, me fie krobo. When you ha ebo ho. Omo your friend Buchia. We are asanti ate me kan. I am yansa to say chemistry lab. Ba ku bu pe ade me hwegu. So you can pray and have faith. You don't work, you fail. That's the Bible is saying it. So you need to be sure that you work hard to get money. Last one is the P-E-R-K-S. Perks. Relationship. Even the way some of you, president, incoming, God willing, because the president is President John Dramani Mahama. He's my president. He's your president. By 2028, inshallah, he'll become. Obi waha, o shekin in hand the kwapa. Not some more okay, no, the bayajuma. Even your lecturer, oh, how are you? Are you okay? Are you fine? That is the pegs. And then, to conclude, integrity. Integrity. Ghana, our major difficulty as a country, as individuals, as groups, politicians, policemen, students, obia integrity. Yentimin kanokre. O kanokra binyasem. If you want to be successful in life, as much as we are not perfect, but as much as possible, stay for the truth. I beg you, unless you don't want to be successful in life. If you want to be successful, stay with, for, and in the truth. So you'll be our integrity in no career. I did be anywhere in your mouth. But just shortly these two, listen to me. Now me joining NGO. Mitia ayinshia Misa. Learning, helping, living. Me okusia de adum no mo fa ye nkora no. Tida mo abroni ni so otu kwan. When the white man was traveling, he asked me to go and stay in his house. And I'm catching my guardians. No, I'm so nyashe. Na me years that time. When he came back after 6 weeks, his food in the fridge had gone bad. And then he asked me, Stephen, why didn't you eat? He said, you never asked me to touch your food. The man had a lot of things in the house that some of them, because they were NGO staff. Then he said that he had worked in Africa for 19 years. He had never seen that before. He didn't say anything. No. I was there, they picked me to Adum. You see the prisons opposite, SSB. Those days, we were actually using Dutch mark, not euros. Then they said that money had been sent from Germany, but because I was too young, they had been instructed to give me 100 Dutch mark for 4 years every month. So sometimes, and that is why the Bible says that the race is not to the swift, neither the fight to the strong, but time and chances. Integrity, people don't know how it is. First life. In UK, I was leaving my job and I told a Jewish, they are in Chesikasa how. Let me use obedient in a paper. Monfanchem with in your public. Nay, a friend of Fred. Monfanchem, your trim, about 20-something years ago. Nemsa. Obronia and Yama or chairman 950 pounds. Do you know why? The Nigerians and Ghanaians, when they were sent to maybe some of the hotels to go and supervise and work, the Biana health inspectors have a from himself because Opeja Diana Sisia, no Piasha or Pentamako. It took around the womb, but health inspectors will lift. Any place they will give him maybe an amber, they are going to take it. When he sent me there, it will never happen. Because I work with my conscience. I'm not saying I'm perfect. Who knows any of the names of the pharaohs in the Bible? I don't know. Who doesn't know the name Moses? Who doesn't know the name Moses? Who knows the name Moses by hand? Moses. See, if you go to Czech Republic, Ghana, South Africa, America, do you know why? There was a time that Moses refused to sell his integrity. Egypt was like America. He was a slave. And they said that, oh, you leave this poverty, leave slavery, and just say that you are an Egyptian so that you become a prime minister. I said, no. I will choose to be with the poor people of the land to be with the riches of Pharaoh. If Moses had accepted, and they look at the value of the name Moses, that's how life is. There are so many MPs, ministers, big guys in Ghana that they know that Honorable Agyapong, if he leads MPP, the chance that we'll win the election, I won't say 100%, it's about 80%. But the fear, lack of some of them, not all, integrity, the truth. If I will speak the truth, and that because of that I have to be imprisoned. Now Jesus Christ imprisoned in me. So as young men, for you to become a successful entrepreneur, build sustainable businesses, live comfortably, God blesses you and sustain you, you have to be truthful, stick to the integrity, preserve your integrity for a better price. Don't give it out too cheaply. Because once you do that, God will surely bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Dr. Stephen Amoah. Once again, I would want us all to know that the program is live on Net2 TV, Oman FM, Ash FM, NAP Radio, and also on all other social media platforms that belongs to Honorable Kennedy. I would want us all to observe silence, total silence. Thank you very much. He is a Ghanaian politician and businessman, a gallant member and a presidential aspirant for the New Patriotic Party. Served as the Member of Parliament for Asin Central from the year 2000 to 2024. That is 24 years. He is the owner of Net2 TV, Oman FM, Ash FM, NAP Radio, and many other media outlets. He is the founder of Constro Consult Limited, a civil engineering firm, owning one of the biggest cold stores in Africa with a 31,000 ton capacity, building the biggest steel factory in West Africa. He is the CEO of Kencity Group of Companies, a successful and buoyant entrepreneur with keen interest in creating employment through entrepreneurship. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the singular honor of inviting up here Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong, the keynote speaker for this August event. He is the voice of the voiceless, the anti-corruption ambassador, Odisikatum Prada, a father to many, our incoming, the youth savior, the employer. He is our all.
Thank you. distinguished guests, esteemed faculty members, and most importantly, the bright minds of this great university. I'm honored to be speaking with you today as part of the Level Up Project Conference. I want to take this opportunity to thank two personalities here. That is the president of LSRC and Madame Sandra Boating. I commend them for their resilience, because today I had two universities to address their conference. That was UMass and Amstead. But through their persistency, I had to cancel Takwa School of Mines. On Thursday, I went to a funeral at Asante Achim Jansa. And I left there around 3:30 to come to Kumasi. At 10 p.m., I had these two personalities from campus here, still at my hotel, waiting for me. When they came, they told me they chased me all the way to Asante Achim. Then they waited for almost 4 hours for me to finish all my meetings. So when I invited them in and they told me the story, I said, oh, gee, then I have to cancel Takwa. I had my ticket to go back. Yesterday, my flight was 9:50. So I canceled the flight to make sure I satisfy these young people. I got here, I don't know Madam's name. Gloria Ekuamwa-Boating. You've made my job easy. Thank you. I was listening to her and I said, oh, why did they invite me here if they have Madame Ekuamwa-Boating? And your quotation, I always quote it to people, and some of them think I don't believe in God and I only believe in money. It's Ecclesiastes 10:19. It says, food is for laughter, wine is for merrymaking, and money answers it all. Oh. Sometimes you hear people preaching and they say that, oh, money is nothing. You have to rely on God. But anybody here who thinks by relying on God, your problems will be solved, then you are a liar. Because God created us as a superior human being over all creations. So he gave us these brains to use it. That is why what Honorable Sika was saying is also called the parable of the talent. When the rich man was traveling and he gave his 3 servants money, he came back and asked them. And the first one said, Master, because I'm scared of you, I kept the money. He said, give it to me. Then the second one He said, Master, I've made some profit. Say, hold on. The third one said, I have doubled the money you gave me. And he said, the Bible says he took the first one who kept the money and shared it proportionately to the two, not equally. He shared it based on the profit they made. One day I was listening to Mr. Kwaku Baku and Kwesi Pratt. When Mr. Kwesi Pratt quoted that in the Bible, it says that God helped those who help themselves. And Mr. Kwaku Baku said it's nowhere in the Bible. Indeed, it is not stated that God helped those who help themselves, but the significance of the parable of the talent clearly indicates that God helped those who help themselves. You have to believe in God and ask for good health and long life, but the rest is up to every individual here. You know, I listened to Madame when she was speaking. And 5 things, if you want to succeed in life, that you have to know. Every individual here should set goals for himself. Set objectives for yourself. Set strategies for yourself. Set planning for yourself. And 5 activities. When you put the 5 together, the acronym is GOSPEL. I see a lot of highly educated people who put 2 of them together, but they are never the same. Strategy and planning are completely different. You can have your strategy and you can have planning as well. So you cannot combine strategic planning. You have the strategy and you have planning. And both are similar. So sometimes we use it as a... Here, that I stand before you today brings memory back, because when I was young, my father was a head teacher at Apatrapa. And I hear this land belongs to Apatrapa. That time, there were palm wine tappers on the way after a river, a small river. Then you see these palm wine tappers. They are still there. Wow. So I'm 65 years. And that time, I was 9 years when I was sacked to go for my school fees. And I had to walk from Bantama Racecourse, BA64, all the way to Apatrapa to tell my father that I've been sacked from Bantama Presby for not paying my school fees. Yes. You know, from there, I was shipped back to my village at Asin-Dumping. Shipped back because my father considered me as a wild boy. I never take no for an answer. And I was always fighting. So he shipped me back to my village, to my grandmother. So I sat the common entrance at Asin-Dumping and went to Adisado College from there. My first time at Adisado College, that time from Asim Fosu to Cape Coast, a Champon time, the road was so bad, very dusty. So when I got to Adisado College, took my trunk from the taxi and the chop box, no one tells you by my appearance clearly indicates that Akwano or a form. So a senior guy came to me looked at me. My hair was brown, the eye, everything brown. Then he asked me, "What is your name?" I said, "Kwame Agyapong." "Where are you from?" I said, "Asimfosu." Then he asked, "Where is Asimfosu?" Before I could say Jack, then he shouted, "Efuomo, Efuom." And we started classes. The masters will come to the classroom, and every student has to introduce himself. I went to secondary school at age 16, whereas I have a daughter who finished John Hopkins at age 17. John Hopkins University at the age 17. I went to Agyapong College at the age of 16. That time, we had what we call Form 4 living certificate. So I'm a SA7 liver. That's how they call it. So I was a tall boy. I was always at the back. They put the young ones. In fact, one of my classmates came to Agyapong College at the age of 9. Very brilliant guy. He's a medical doctor at Yale University, Dr. Gatisam. 9. And I was 16, so can you imagine? No, he was 10 because I think he will be 60. He has invited me to his 60th birthday, and I'm 65, so he was 10 and came to Form 1 and still was the best student. When the masters come to the class and ask the students, "What is your name?" then you get up and mention your name. Then at the back there, before it gets to my turn, all the young ones will turn and look at me. "What is your name?" Then I'll say, "Kwame Agyapong." I have one guy who is a bishop now, Bishop Ousuanza, very brilliant guy, and always teasing. Then he will shout from the front, "Kwame Agyapong, anu blofu cheme." Then they all start laughing. But here we are today. Here we are today. From here, my father left for Nigeria. That time they call it Agege time. So after Form 1, he never sent money to pay my school fees. And he always lie, "Oh, I've sent the money through post office." It never gets to Agyapong College. So I had to hawk on the street to pay my fees. Have a board like this with some items on it. PK is a chewing gum. Tatra is a kind of blade we use. And Nazet was also a blade. Rob, we use it as an ointment. And chocolate. So I have them on the board going around the streets of Accra. And when I see you, then I'll shout, "Yes, PK chocolate, Tatra, Nazet, yes, Rob." Yes, PK chocolate, Tatra, Nazet, yes, Rob. From there, I graduated, or I scaled up what I was doing and started trading. Whilst I was in school, I was going to Nigeria to sell bags. I will buy it from a lady. I know the parents' name, a Kwewu woman, Kweku Mreku's daughter. Then take it to Nigeria, Lagos. Sell it. Then I'll use the money to buy spare parts, Peugeot parts. Nigerians were assembling Peugeot cars. So they had a lot of spare parts. Then I'll use the bags money to buy Peugeot parts, then bring it to Ghana, Accra, Adabraka, where there was a Nigeria Airways office. Behind it, They were Peugeot Pass dealers. So when I finished sixth form at Winneba Secondary School, my last day, I was robbed in Nigeria. I sold the bags, got the money. Apparently, they were monitoring me. I got to Jankara Market, where I was going to buy the parts. Then 4 guys approached me, 5 guys approached me. One said, "You show the badge. I'm a custom officer." So I asked. That time, Ghana, you could go to Nigeria without visa for 90 days. So I asked the guy. He thought I wasn't dedicated. I asked him, "If you're a custom officer, what are you doing in this market?" Oh, before I could say Jack, they bundled me into a taxi. 2 on my left at the back, 2 on my right. And the guy purported to be a custom officer was in front. I didn't know where they were taking me. So on our way, they asked me, "Do you know anybody here?" I said, "Yes, my father is a teacher here." "Where is he?" He was somewhere else that I don't even know. So they started searching me. Then I asked the guy, "If you say you're a custom officer or a police, why would you take my money from me?" Then he said, one on my right said, "Hey, now my oga, you talk to a place." Those on my left shifted to the right and pushed me to the door on the left, opened it, and before I got out, they are taking all the money. So I asked them, "Oga, make you give me 5 naira for damfu." I remember this until my grave. I remember that day what the Nigerians said to me. Say, "Homogana, God don't punish you. Ori oda." It means, again, for my own money, 5 naira to go and take trotro. That is what they said to me. So when they pushed me out of the car, I was searching my pocket, and there was 5 naira somewhere. So I took trotro all the way to Ikeja, where the airport was. And I told my story to the Ghanaians. Those who got the first flight, I knew most of them. They came back home and reported to my mother that I've been robbed. By the time I landed, my mother had been admitted at 37 Military Hospital because we didn't pay for the bags. It was on credit. And when I sell the parts, I paid back the money. She didn't know when they were searching me, I had bought some of the spare parts, and they didn't take it. They only wanted the money. So they gave me the parts. But before my mother, I could get to Accra, she was already at the 37 Military Hospital. That was the first time she had the pressure. I had to go and sell the spare parts and paid off the lady. And that time, it was my last trip in 1984. I was going to Germany. My ticket was ready. I wanted some pocket money, and I got robbed. I came back, sold the parts, and paid the lady. I got my ticket. My ticket was already bought. That was my savior. So I went to Germany. 1984, February 28, and landed at East Germany, East Berlin, 29th February 1984. It was a leap year. That is the beginning of struggle in Europe as well. In Germany, I was washing plates. At the same time, In the mornings, there's a shop called ProMat. I'll do 2 hours. We'll clean the shop before it opens at 8. I start the restaurant, I start at 5 p.m. and close at 5 a.m., 12 hours straight. Then I'll take a train also to Atona, where the ProMat was, and work for 2 hours. By the time I get home, it was about 11. And by 2, I was staying with a white old lady called Frastilla. She would come and wake me up to clean her house. I'll be cleaning the place, but you see, it's sleepwalking, complete. I was sleeping. All she would say is, Kennedy, you have to work. When you go to America, you go to school and at the same time work. And it really helped me when I go to America. I got to America August 16th, 1985. I started working at Zaro Bakery. Then I got a job again at a gas station, Citgo gas station, on Webster Avenue between Tremont Avenue and Cross Bronx. Started working. And that time, I could work for 88 hours a week at the gas station and work 40 hours at the bakery. So those who had their green card and American passport or citizens were working comfortably for 8 hours. And when you come home, you see them drinking Coke 45, Old English, and all sorts of beer. They were happy. They make about $250 a week. I didn't have any papers. So I worked so many hours to get that 240 a week. I was making more than that because my 40 hours at the bakery gave me $120. And the 88 hours at the gas station gave me $184. So I was making around $400, and that time it was a very good money. So I bought my first taxi and started driving in New York as a taxi driver. And by 7 months, I had 8 taxis. Because every month I saved $100 a day. So every month I had $3,000. I'll go and buy a used car, mainly the police ones. The police used cars are very strong. Some are called Chevy Impala or Chevy Caprice. I'll buy them. In America, if you don't put a partition, bulletproof, in the car, you might get shot and be killed. So every taxi, I put in a partition, make sure the insurance is complete, and give it to Ghanaians $40 a day. So when I'm making $100, you're making $40. When you multiply the $40 by 7, it means I was making $280 from the taxis that I've given out, and I was making $100. So every day, I had $380 saved. That was when I bought my first house, April 1988. I was 28 years, and I bought my first house for my mother and my stepfather. Because my stepfather never thought of tomorrow. So as an army officer, he never saved. And when he went on pension, he stayed at the barracks for 6 months, and they threw him out. So when I heard of it, I gave money to Azuma Nelson's manager, Mr. Asa, and he found a house for my parents. At the same year, I bought my house in New York, Bronx, 624 Commonwealth Avenue, at a cost of $240,000, and I paid a deposit with a closing at $69,000. I was 28 years. I'm sharing all these with you for you to know that, look, here, you can be a friend to a classmate who is from affluent home. The mere fact that he's from affluent home does not determine his success in future. The success of every individual is the way the individual perceives life, the way he dreams, the way he stays focused. So now let me give you the tips. Madam touched on it. I'll give it today. All the speakers have given me an insight that I normally limit myself to 7 strategies. But today, with Madam's information, I have to give you other 7 strategies as well, which is 7 determinants of business success as well. But let me start with my own. You see, every individual, when we have goals, you should always turn your misfortunes to blessings. And you should always remember that we have basics. So touch on the brilliant basics. 1, the brilliant basics are simple. Every individual should have a vision and a dream. And with this vision, you think into the future what you are going to do. So if you have the vision and the dream, what do? 1, you have to work hard. Hard work is 1. Example I gave, somebody works for 8 hours, 40 hours a week, and I was doing 128 hours a week. There's no way the income is going to be the same. Obviously, the one who puts in more hours will make more money than those who put in less hours. So the basics, hard work. 2, honesty. Sticker talked about integrity. When you are honest, things come your way easily because nobody wants to deal with dishonest people. I will say that honesty is success. But with this, what you need is whatever money, no matter how small it is, you have to save. So you should have ability to save money. You are here on campus. Today, parents are taking care of you. They give you money. So this money, one of the speakers was referring to, going to buy expensive things. What I'll say is, you don't have to keep up with the Joneses. Keeping up with the Joneses simply means you have a friend who comes from a rich home. He has a nice shoe, a nice bag, and your lender of last resort, you, a poor soul like myself, who want to get the same quality of shoe or bag with your friend. No, it's a wrong approach. Anybody here who is not married, when you are working, you should be able to save 70% of your income. How do you do it? The young ones, especially the guys, what do you have to bear in mind? That freedom is expensive. When you finish or complete college, you are in a hurry to have your freedom and leave home because you think your parents they are too much. They don't give you the freedom. So you move. When you move, don't forget that you have to pay rent, you have to buy food, you have to pay electricity. All these things takes not less than 30% of your income. But if you stay with your parents, all these things, the mean parents in Africa here, elsewhere, they are not mean. It's the system that you have to pay rent. But here, the only thing you do is buy food and take it home. When you do that, you can save the rent. An apartment that you could have rented, you save that money. You save the electricity. You save food costs and everything. And that alone, you can save 70% of your income. It's important. No, the ladies, the same. They have new boyfriends. The parents will ask them the time you are coming back home. So they think they are a pain in the neck and they want to leave home, thinking he's going to live with a guy and the guy will take up her responsibilities. It's not true. The guy will share the bills with you. So you will still have a limited income. So it's very, very important that you learn how to save. After savings, you have to invest the money. I always say that in life, future belongs to risk takers and not security seekers. I repeat, in life, future belongs to risk takers and not security seekers. Who is a risk taker? Risk taker is a courageous man who is prepared to invest his accumulated savings. A security seeker is the one who shifts the burden of risk on the banks by buying treasury bills. Live in his comfort home and every 3 months go for the money. You'll never be rich. Man of substance, you can live by having your needs met. But to aspire to be an entrepreneur, I'm afraid you have to be a risk taker. So your savings, you have to be bold to invest it. And when you invest the money, you have to make sure that you religiously get involved in all the businesses that you put your money in. Some may like me, some may not when I make this statement. Never, never, I repeat, never employ your relatives to work for you. You know, this side of the world, your brother, your sister, your cousins, when you employ them, they take advantage of your leniency and mess up the business. And when you fire them, you become the most unpopular person in your family. So to avoid that, build your business with people that you don't know, so that when they make mistakes, you fire them, so that your business will thrive. It's very, very important. When you are doing business, put religion aside. You can work 6 days in a week and go to church on Sundays. I don't have a problem. I have a house in Tema Committee 12. And every morning when I'm going to work, I see some ladies in the church praying, walking majestically from one end to the other, speaking in tongues. And I asked them, so how do they eat? How do they eat? If you know the Bible well, even the church was formed on the basis of money. That is where Ananias got punished. Because he asked the members to sell their properties for them to get money to build the church. And Ananias hired some of his money, and they got to know. Don't get me wrong, go to church on Sunday. If you are 7 days Adventist, you go to work on Saturdays. I don't have a problem. But 24/7, if you are speaking in tongues in the church, manna will not come from heaven. Humility. You have to be humble in your dealings with people. If you accord your customers with respect, you lure them to come to you constantly to buy your product. So when you have faithful, constant customers, your business will prosper because you have the market. Every individual should have a foresight. Should have a foresight. Dream big. Do things big. Let people know that, yes, you are capable of doing this. When you begin to tell friends your dreams, all they will say to you, where the Ojanenum. The moment they say Ojanenum, maybe I had a good head in terms of books, I don't know. Because a poor guy like that always had beautiful girlfriends. But anytime they came to my house, he caved in and she was exposed. I was embarrassed. But I apologized from Kokomlemle, where I lived, to to Asalam down. Yeah. You cross, yeah, we're doing vacation classes at WAS, West African Secondary School. She came, she didn't talk to me. And in the evening, I went to her house. And that time, any house with a bell means it's a big house, a rich home. They had a bell, so I rang the bell. And the lady came out. When she saw me, she slammed the gate. So I said to myself, one day I'll be somebody. The second one also happened at us. salam down. Yeah. You know, that lady was so beautiful. After sixth form, Accounts Made Easy by Accounts Made Easy, T.I. Ahmadiyya, the master. He wrote that book. So I'd gone to sixth form, lower six. I was the happiest guy on earth, sixth form, you know, going there majestically with my galleys. When I entered the house, where she always sits with me, there was one handsome guy. I have to be honest, he was handsome. Well cut hair. He was older than me. So obviously, you know, they were rich. That day, the lady, I sat with her sisters for almost 3 hours. She never spoke to me. I asked for that book, and she told the sister to go and look for it. She couldn't find it. So I said, okay, let me go. So when the sister saw the scene, she was also embarrassed, so she decided to escort me. On my way, I told her, tell your sister, one day I'll be somebody. I didn't know how I was going to be successful, but I stayed focused and said that, am I show me? One day. You know, one day I was coming from America, British Airways on first class, and that lady was at the economy. So when I sat in, I saw a lot of my friends at the business class. So I came back before the plane took off. I came back to talk to them. Then the lady waved at me. So I went to her and she said, oh, I saw you. I wanted to come to where you are. And they said they will not allow me. And I said, are you a Christian? Do you read the Bible? You remember Lazarus and the rich man? You remember Lazarus and the rich man? When the rich man asked for just a drop of water, he said to him, where I am and where you are far apart. Maybe they could have allowed her if she was in business class, but economy, you cross business class and come to first class, Then I told her, Janet, I told you, one day I'll be somebody. So I'm sharing all these experiences with you for you to know that success doesn't come easy. It's not on a silver platter. I heard what Madame was saying, how to start life and everything. You know, you are here at Amstead. About a month ago, I had the opportunity to address students at the Accra Technical University. And I was so sad when a young man said, the impression Ghanaians have about those in the technical universities is that they think those who do not do well in SHS exams are the ones who go to technical school. I listened to Professor enumerating the courses you offer here. I want to assure you, if Ghana will develop, you are the future. When you come to my office, files of applications, accounting, human resource, and this time, supply chain, a lot you seldom see their technical skills. I invited some students to come to one of my factories. I don't know if you can show it for them to see. They were there. And I will always ask the professor to bring some of the students to have first-hand training in my outfit. Yeah, I took them there. You know, a poor soul like myself, from humble beginning, now I have 38 Indians working for me over there. This is the steel plant that they are fixing the machines. And why the future belongs to you is that all the things you see there, the metal works, steel works, everything, are done by Ghanaians and only supervised by the Indians. What I will entreat the professors here to do is that I assure you that this time we have a lot of technicians who can fix equipment. What we left or what we lack is building our own air conditions you have here, building all these steel plants ourselves. That is what we're lacking. So we should begin to concentrate on that. The metal works, that's where the money is. You know, I happen to have a business where I have a lot of educated people, those who did the humanities. My highest paid is about 7,000-8,000 after taxes. But I have plumber who can work on my house and charge me 2 million cedis. Now, 2 million cedis, take 10% as his profit, is 200,000. When you multiply 7,000 by 12, a year is 84,000. But he takes a contract for 3 months and he makes a margin of 200,000. And you are sad to be a plumber? Come on, you have to wake up. You are the future of Ghana. Have electrical engineers who come there, take a contract, they make millions. Have a gentleman, my new co-store, the glass work alone, he charged me 5 million to do the glass work. So who says you are the least recognized in the country? You feel so because we don't set our priorities right. If we set our priorities right, we'll place special emphasis on the technical side. That's where the money is. So I say this to encourage you to keep faith alive and stay determined. And one day you succeed and be like Kencity Agyapong. You see, there's a saying, a proverb which says, in a blind man's world, one-eyed man is a king. I'm talking and you are clapping for me. When I get to Dubai and I sit with my billionaires friends, if I'm not naturally courageous, I'll not be able to speak. For the numbers they mention, then you come here, they are hailing Kencity Agyapong. Go there and listen to, business ideas and the monies they move. So, I'm not ending here. I'm forging ahead, whether business or politics. I I will not relent my ambition until I drop dead one day. I will continue to strive for success. And let me branch off to this area. 7 determinants of business success. 1, productivity. 2, customer satisfaction. 3, innovations. 4, quality. 5, focus. 6, organizational development. And 7, building people. Let me repeat again. 7 determinants of business success: productivity, customer satisfaction, innovation, quality, focus, organizational development, and building people. What do I mean by productivity? Productivity is a key to every business success and the economy as well. We need to produce with efficiency. What I mean by efficiency is, I'll give you one example. I have a business partner who has established tomato factories in Senegal, Gambia, Guinea, and Cote d'Ivoire. We are now coming to Ghana here. In Senegal, when we first went there, 1 hectare of the land, they were producing 15 tons of tomatoes. Today, with this technology from Dubai, they produce 70 tons per hectare. So with the economies of scale, in terms of productivity and production costs, the one who is able to produce 70 tons per hectare obviously has a cheaper cost of production. Whereas those who produce 15 tons per hectare will always have a high cost of production. So a low cost of production and high cost of production, the one who produces at a lower cost obviously will knock the one who produces at a higher cost out of business. So productivity is key. And you should be determined that the old ways of doing business, this time we have innovations. The agrarian style of doing business and farming is over with technology and digitalization. You can sit here. What example I gave you, like hawking on the street that time. Today, you don't need to hawk on the street. All you have to do is create a platform on internet and sell your products. The ladies here, buy hair piece, madame's products, and put it on internet. What we have to do is, when I was buying lead bars, bucket, and all those things from Lagos town, my mother was stuck with those provisions. I moved up. But I will go and buy the bucket and lead bars from Lagos town, bring it to Okanshi, come and sell, take my profit, and go back again. So you can also buy from Madam, put it on internet. Don't disclose your source. That one, don't do it. If you disclose your source, they will go directly to Madam and buy it. You buy Madam's products, you're on campus. You can go door to door. She have sweet tongue. Rub them. Yes, you have to yob and sell the product. And you make money. By the time you come out of college, you have experience to do business. There was a lady in Sunyani that I spoke to, and she told me her friends don't want to come to her because they say she's rich. Because she said she went to tech. While she was on campus, she was working for the mother and selling some of the products on campus. I normally come with a friend, but today he's in Western region. And you are young, you know his books, Approaches series. He started when he was on campus, tech. And here we are today with the Approaches series. So don't sit idle. Madam has given you the clue. Take that clue. Now you have a source. Go to her. Create a platform with a group of students on internet. These products, very good. Tell them whatever they believe. Let them try it. Sometimes, we Ghanaians don't make money because our marketing strategy is completely wrong. And Madam hit that right on the nail. You always, if you want to sell your products and beat the market, in the early stages of your company, give out freely some of the items for people to test. And when they test them, they will go back and tell the story. And through the storytelling, you get customers coming to you all the time. And that is how you begin to make money and improve on your business. So give out freely some few items for people to test. And the results will yield for you to give you confidence to go and buy more products to sell. Another important area is the customer satisfaction. What I mean by customer satisfaction is you should always ask questions of your customers. Which product is good and which of them that they think you need to improve on. If they believe and satisfy with your product, no matter where you are, they will always come to you to buy it. And in business, if you are going to succeed, nothing will beat permanent customers. I have a new plant that will produce water bottles, jute sacks, and plastic bags. I loaded a container to a friend, 103,000 Ghana cedis to her in Tamale. Now she has introduced 7 businesses to me, or giving me 7 customers. See, in the near future, within 3 months, the 103,000 that I spent on her for advert in Tamale, within 3 months, I'll get the money back from my profit, the margin. So you should have that free mind, a marketing strategy, and say that I'm going to give out something freely for people to test. And when they are satisfied with it, they will come back. So with customer satisfaction, you should always ask questions. I'll give you one example. These jeans here, I bought it about 6 years ago. The zip is still the same. All my African wear, the zip, unless the top is long, if not, you see the zip open, I can't close it. Meanwhile, the cost of the African product here that I buy is even more expensive than the jeans or the khaki pants that I have. But I have customer satisfaction because my zip is intact. No sign of destruction. But the African, today from here I'm going to change and go to a funeral, those black hair, anytime you take it, the zip. Cheap way of making money. Your business is not going to last long. So it's important that you give the people what they want and ensure quality. Some people might use cheaper way of making money and thinking they can sustain the business. You lose eventually. Those who emphasize on quality will always grow their business. So you should ensure quality, ensure customer satisfaction. Then innovations. Make sure you don't keep to your old ways of doing business. Technological advancement makes business easy. You should always surprise yourself with innovations. If not, you'll be left behind. Again, you should stay focused. In business, the economic trend can make you lose money. But once you have a dream and a vision, you don't have to give up when there are economic turmoil. You have to be persistent and stay focused and say that I'm not giving up. And those resilient businessmen will always succeed. So focus is very, very important. When you try a product, it doesn't work, you don't give yourself time to ask yourself, why or what am I not doing right? But you just jump and move to another product. Because you've not corrected the problems, your ways of doing business, if you jump to another product, you'll still lose. And sometimes here, I don't know why people Obia pese oye beifo Ghana dia beifo brepa. When they fail in business, my grandmother at home, she's a witch, she's this. Meanwhile, instead of staying at your place, you see how beautiful the lady is. Her personality alone, when she's at the shop, she makes more sales than when she's absent. 2 reasons. Her personality. She knows the effort that she's putting to get that far. So any customer that comes, she will make sure she treats her well so that she comes back tomorrow. Your sales girl, because whether you make money or not, you are going to pay her, she doesn't really care. So anybody who pays attention to her work, stay there. Number of hours to make sure that sales are properly handled will definitely make money. But you leave your shop to your sales girl and gallivanting at the party and all those things. And when you come and they've mishandled your money, then you blame your grandmother. Blame yourself. The time you would have spent at your shop, you use that time to go to parties. So there are little things you overlook in business, but it really counts in terms of business success. So you have to devote time religiously to your work, and you'll be rewarded. Those who set up business and leave it to sales girls, guys, whatever to do it, they can never make it. So business development, the way you set up your business, you can go to a wine shop, and when you get to the wine shop, the way they have arranged the drinks alone attracts you to buy. You can go to a wine shop. When you look at the package, it's a put-off, and you go back. A business organization, you have professors, you have academia who can always show you the trend on the market, advise you the trend on the market, and when you yield to the advice, because there's no one person on earth who has the whole world's knowledge. So you should always take advice and begin to change the setup of your business. And it really influences decision when you are marketing a product. And building people. The way you treat your workers with respect, they will kill themselves for your business. But if you look at or treat your workers with disrespect, they will collapse your business. So your human relations with your workers also count for your business success. So it's not going to be easy. Life is like multitudinous in Canada. It's waves, caves it, go up. You fall 1 or 2 times, but say to yourself that never again. I'm not going to fall. I remember this footballer came to my house, Sule Muntari, and asked me a question. Honorable, have you failed in business before? I said, why? He said, you are successful and the ideas. He said, well, I have failed twice. But the third time I said to myself, never again. So you have to be determined to succeed in life. Don't give anything to chance. You have to work hard. Challenge yourself. Sometimes the mere fact that you've completed first degree, you think it's a license to succeed in life. It's fallacy of argumentum ad hominem. It is individuals' determination, individuals' dream, individuals' focus that will determine his success. You can finish college year, you are a chartered accountant, you don't have a job, I can sell bread and put my name there, market it, Agyapong bread, pa. Ken's bread, pa. And the mere fact that people see me selling the bread with my brand, you see the number of people that will buy. And my income will be more than the one in suit, sitting in the office, cool air conditions. So we have high rate of unemployment in this country because most students come out and they want government and office work. Try and do something. Try and do something. And one day it will yield results. And there is nothing self-gratifying like doing your own business. Initially, if you are fortunate to get employment, save money, but make sure you say to yourself that one day you are going to be your own man. And enough is enough of the paycheck. When you set up goals and follow it religiously, it will surely come to pass. So young men and women here, I share this experience with you for you to know that life is not as easy as you think, because today you have seen Kencity Agyapong, you've heard him, whatever. No. Me, the girls that disappointed me was a challenge to me, never to be poor. And those days, now I'm matured. When I was young, I could flip the finger and the women would be there. That is when I started doing my business. But those days, I called the women and, I didn't even have confidence to call them. They approached me because of my head. But they got disappointed when they came to my house. But here we are today. So I'm saying that, last word, postpone your spending today for tomorrow. That is the savings. Postpone your spending today for tomorrow. That will be your savings. Be a risk taker and not a security seeker. And I want you to say it after me. One day, I'll be somebody. One day, I'll be greater than Kencity Agyapong. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong. Next on the list are some citations to be presented to various individuals. To present the citation to Nana Kweku Bona is Dr. Philip, the TESCON patron. Can we please have you two up here? You can do better.
Philip Boating. Okay. Oh.
Okay, you want to tell me your name? Okay. So he's Dr. Philip Boating, the TESCON patron, presenting the citation to Nana Kweku Bona. Yeah, this. Thank you very much, Dr. Philip Boating. You can have your seat. Thank you very much. Presenting the citation to Nana Osei Tutu is Dr. Enchi Befi, the Vice Dean of Student Affairs. Can we please have you both up here? Dr. Befi is out. Okay. That looks okay, so we'll have Miss Fuseina Mohammed do us the honors. Oh, you can do better for her. She's beautiful. Thank you very much, Her Excellency Fuseina Mohammed and Nana Osei Tutu. Next on the list to present the citation to Mr. Alexander Osman is Dr. Prince Jima. Thank you very much, Dr. Prince Jima and Mr. Moses Ajimai. To present the citation to Mrs. Gloria Ekuamua-Boateng is His Excellency David Akufo-Addo, the SRC President. No, you can do better. Thank you very much, His Excellency David Akufo-Addo and Mrs. Gloria Ekuamua-Boateng. Okay, so to present this citation is the Pro Vice Chancellor and all SRC executives. All SRC executives and the Pro Vice Chancellor. Presenting the citation to Honorable Kennedy Ohene Akompreko Agyapong.
Yes. Hello, are you here? Okay. Citation in honor of Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong. The Amstead SIC, in collaboration with TESCON Amstead Chapter, hereby annex Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, a renowned Ghanaian politician and entrepreneur, for his remarkable contribution to Ghana political landscape and his impactful entrepreneurial development endeavors. His dedication to public service and his achievement in the business has made a lasting impression on the nation. On this day, becoming a vessel to channel entrepreneurial wisdom to the next generation. May God richly bless you.
Hello. Once again, let me thank the organizers of this meeting. I don't know how to go about it because LSRC president and the TESCON lady Sandra Boateng came to me. I have my widow's mite, 20,000, to support the program. And this lady here, I hear she's vying for a position. I don't know. Sandra, good luck.
Yes. So next on the list, we are taking the closing remarks from Professor Isaac Boateng, the Pro VC.
Hello? Amstead, are you here? In fact, from all the presentations and what we heard from Honorable, it's clear our motto cannot be wrong. Do you know our motto? Probably you don't remember. Can you read it from there? Nimdia enensa nujuma suachre emampuntu. I don't know. In fact, when Honorable said that, I was just reflecting. When we were growing up, we had our brothers and sisters who went to seamstress or went to learn how to do fitting and all that. I never seen any of my siblings who went that way, carrying a CV, going from one company to another company, looking for a job. I never seen anybody like that. They always have their own shop, they work for themselves, and they have money as well. And from what I've heard today, it means the future of Amstead is what? Is great. It's great. Honorable, before I say anything, on behalf of the LSRC, we like to say a big thank you. Thank you. That, like, as I said earlier on, Honorable generosity is very, very admiring and infectious. Former President Kufuor, he was then a candidate for election, and the former president could not come. So he dedicated Honorable to come and present to us. His presentation had a significant impact on me. And that is why I'm here today. In fact, he has then returned from the States, and a very young, handsome politician by then. He was wearing a black suit. I remember what he was wearing, with a white shirt like the photo we had. And he shared his experience about when he went to abroad, the kind of things that he did. It did inspire me, and I said to myself, I also try and go abroad. Fortunately for me, about 3 months after graduation, I had opportunity to go to abroad. And all my intention was